Hello and welcome everybody. How's it going? Welcome back to another live stream. We're doing some RaceRoom ranked racing tonight again. I'm gonna try and defend my position 1 on the rankings. And it's gonna be tough.
15 minutes left, that's 15 minutes.
Because basically I need to win every race, otherwise I'll lose rating. Or almost. I think I can, if I come in second or so, I think I'll still gain rating. Let's have a quick look at the ranking page. There we are. So at the moment I'm leading with 1961 rating. 41 races done. I've done 2 races today already. Came 4th in one, lost rating. And then second in another one, gained a bit of rating again. So we are in game already. We are on the GT4 server, and we got a few quick drivers here. I see Nestor Garcia is pretty damn quick. James West, hey, that's Gamer Muscle. Is he live streaming? I don't think he is. Maybe he's recording or just racing for fun. Anyway, we are on Imola, and let's get a quali lap in. Not my favorite circuit. Oh, you can see I already updated the TV tower graphic for the Battles race that is coming up in 2nd of February.
Don't cross the white line. We've got 13 minutes to get the job done. Your brakes are cold, let's get some heat.
That's going to be a tough one as well. 333 kilometers on Bathurst. I've qualified for split 1 pretty sure in both classes, GT3 and GT4, so I don't know yet which one I'll be driving, but I'm leaning towards GT4. GT3 is... it's very tough. Bunch of really good drivers. And it's just so difficult to not crash your car on Bathurst. Maybe I'll take it easy and race GT4.
That's a new fastest lap.
Hello everybody, by the way, Barbecue Man,
1:8.
James Wesley, Thomas, everybody, welcome to the stream. I'm hoping to do a bunch of different races tonight. Not only GT3, not only GT4. I'm hoping to do a DTM race at some point. The timing wasn't great with the starting of the stream, because the DTM race just started. But let's see where we can go after this race. I had a bunch of really good races today already in the afternoon. A GT3 race on Spa that was so intense, man. I was leading up until the last lap, and the guy behind me in an M6 overtook me, and we had a really hard fight. It was so much fun. Maybe I can show you the replay at the end of the stream or something. It was super intense.
6th place.
Hang on a second, Nestor Garcia, that's not Hector Garcia. It's a different person. Nestor Garcia, isn't that the Red Bull esports driver? Maybe I'm confusing him. But I think that's him. Yeah, Imola is not my favorite circuit. Oh, Darius has joined. It's another tough nut to crack. Yeah, Bathurst 333. I'm on P2 in the GT4 leaderboard. And P15 in GT3. Trying to move the map slightly, try not to be in the way of anybody. Right. Still got 10 minutes to qualify. The server is filling up nicely. Oh, I only got 6 liters left. I removed a little too much fuel.
Okay, George, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
Let's make this lap count then. Yeah, hopefully we can do some DTM racing tonight.
7.7 off the leader's pace.
Modern
time
DTM,
was
that is.
201.5.
Ah, a bit too much curbs through there. Oh yeah, forgot I need to reduce traction control, otherwise it slows you down too much. I found traction control step 4 to be working well for me, by the way guys. I think that's 40% traction control, or is it 60? I believe it's 40. Otherwise my car is set to default setups. Oh no. Ooh, bad.
Okay, George, we need to watch the track limits.
Need to put in a little bit more fuel. And see if we can get a lap in. 8 minutes to go still. We should have no problems. So how's it going, everybody? Hope you're having a nice weekend.
There's traffic behind. Keep your wits about you. Blue flag.
I think we got some exciting news coming next week for you. RaceRoom news. We'll see. Lots of drivers entering the server now.
The leader has just done a 152.8.
Hopefully we can get a decent qualified position. Castanier is in P1, he's a pretty fast driver. I drove against him in the past. Come on, please let me by, thank you. Sort of.
Your brake temperatures look good.
Oh, I'm not even on the fast lap, I forgot. But we will be in a minute, in a second. In which case, I should probably leave a little bit more gap here.
Blue flag.
Oops, sorry. Sorry, Porsche. Didn't mean to stand in the way. Garcia, sorry. Red Bull Esports.
E9.
Oh, there was a flying lap. I'm confused. Stupid.
Alright, George, 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Ah. Lap is not invalidated at least. I didn't really gain time there anyway. Is my live chat broken or is it silent in here? need to update it. Wow.
5 minutes remaining, 5 minutes left.
That's an okay lap, not the best lap so far. Ah, that's better. Now I can see you. Hi Une, hi Dennis, hi Turbo, Violator.
P2, that's your quickest lap. That lap was a 152.9.
I thought it was silent. P2, oh, very close. Castanera. Can probably improve if we don't have too much traffic. This looks like too much traffic though. Hey, is Game On still streaming? I think I would have seen that. Ah, not gonna improve, this is too much traffic. Oh, man. Hello Brian, Eve-Marie, Peter, Andreas, Danielson, everybody. Got my chat working now. Let me see if I can change the header graphic, because this is not the Bathurst race. It's a good opportunity to show you as well. So if you have an image somewhere on the web, you just copy the image address and then you go into the settings of the TV tower, all the way down, change logo URL, you click on that and then enter this field and then just Control V, paste the web address of the image. You see it's not a RaceRoom logo again. Hello Kirill. P2. Yeah, I think it's too late to do another lap, but I'm confident we can be quicker in the race. So, I hope the sound is alright in the stream, you can hear me well. I noticed there might be a little sound delay with the webcam, it sometimes happens with NDI OBS plugin, but I think it should be alright. We also got some new sound clips I can play here, let's see if this is working.
Let's get ready to rumble!
I hope you heard that, guys. Because I set them up in OBS to be monitor only. I think that would still work though. Would be good if you could let me know if you heard that sound clip. Yeah, Peter, unfortunately this rig is a little bit wobbly. Loud and clear. Okay, was it loud? Too loud? Maybe I need to reduce it a little bit.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Classics, classics. Hello Donald. 1 minute to go until the race. Calculate fuel for 22 minutes.
For 23 minutes. We should need about 38 litres.
Yeah, I'm gonna put in 40. That seems to work for GT4 and GT3 quite well in these races. Maybe a tad loud, yeah. I'll try and tweak the volumes a little bit for next time. So, B3 now. we have a chance of winning this race if all goes well. At least we're ahead of Darius and ahead of Nestor Garcia so far. P4 now. Somebody improved.
Checkered flags out, P4.
Okay, all ready. Fuel is in. Let's go. Thanks to turbo power. Tough circuit to overtake, Imola. We need a good start, stay out of trouble. Let's hope so. Skim, YouTube. Hello, Riches Racing. Thanks, Rexner. I think we have the pace. Alright.
20 minutes.
Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, boys!
Tad loud,
Go!
I guess. Oh, bad start. Missed the shift. Not good, but it's a long race, come on. Oh boy, what did that Porsche do? He lost it on the straight.
Armiento is now retired.
Wow, around the outside with a drift. Nice one.
Gotcha, bitch!
Yeah. So let's try and close that gap before the tires overheat. Although Imola shouldn't be too hard on the tires. Zandvoort is quite critical in the M4. I need to figure out what I have to do with the front left. It's always overheating.
Okay, George, you've had a bit of suspension damage.
What? Hit the curb a little bit too hard there. But no biggie, just a very small damage. I can't let the leaders get away though, but looks like they're busy with each
Great
other,
driving.
so I should be
Keep it
able to
up.
close the
P3.
gap hopefully. If they're smart, they shouldn't fight too much in the beginning of the race. Try and get away from me and the others. But of course you always want to overtake. Yeah, it's such a bad start, man. I was in first gear for too long, missed the upshift to second gear. But we still got 17 minutes to go. That was a bit more over the curb than I wanted. Still not sure if you better take this in second or third gear, but this time in third seems to have worked pretty well. when they're fighting for the lead. Oh no! On the throttle too early, going wide. But we saw a lead change now. Let's hopefully. Oh no, Castanero is still in the lead, isn't he? Yeah. Looks like P2 could go a little
George,
bit faster.
hold your nerve, just keep it smooth.
But we just
no
did the
mistakes.
fastest lap after the race. Not by much though, evidently.
Frianta Feeling has retired from the race.
Guy behind me seems quick too as well. Slowly but surely. Yeah, the gearbox doesn't fit all tracks that well. But on Bathurst, for example, I feel like it matches better than the Porsche Cayman, for example. Oh no! What was that?
Okay, George, we've just cut the track. You'll need to slow down if you don't want a penalty.
Fuck, I need to slow down. Damn it. Okay, we did that. There was a 0.4 second slowdown penalty. I think the smartest thing is basically just keep driving for a while. Sometimes it goes down by itself a little bit because you're not on the limit. If it's just a very small slowdown, you can probably absolve it by not even slowing down on a straight or anything like that. It's a pro tip for you. Oh god, I'm driving horribly. Guy behind me is knocking on the door. Okay, let's focus. P3 right now. I don't think I'll gain rating. I think I'll lose rating if we finish third.
The gap in front is now 1.6 seconds.
I lost when I came fourth last time. Not sure about third. I think P2 is still possible. Maybe P1 if they start fighting. God damn. You ever mentioned that I hate Imola? I don't hate the entire track, but this chicane is just so disgusting to drive.
The gap to Gorunyan behind is increasing. It's now 1.2.
Overdriving. Yeah, whippy whip.
The leader's
Exactly.
just done a 152.84. The guy ahead has just posted a 152.49.
But it's just very, very minor damage. It's a fine line here in Imola. How much curb do you take? You don't see the mirror in the top center of the screen? Virtual mirror.
Ortega is now retired. P3.
Slow acceleration in the low revs, low RPM.
Don't be intimidated. Keep him behind you.
What happened there is, I saw there was a Porsche spinning like on the straight right after the start. How did he
The
manage
leader
that?
has just done a 152.67.
Maybe it was
You've
contact
just
with
done
another
a
car.
152.70.
It's so tough in these slow cars to make up time.
Okay, George, keep doing what you're doing. This is spot on. 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. Half distance. Fuel looks good.
James West is on P8. Will probably finish on P7 as he always does. Gain more muscle. Yeah, I could have used a little bit more practice for this race in qualifying. Yes, I don't think second gear works here. Let's keep it in third next time. Hi, Tin. Come on. Romanenko with the fastest lap, he's catching the leader again. Come on, guys, I need you to get involved in a fight.
The gap to Gorunyan behind.
Somebody hit
is
you
now
from behind there.
1.5
Oh, that
seconds.
sucks.
You've just done a 152.70.
Looked weird though. Ooh, it's gonna be difficult to drive the DTM cars after this. So difficult to change between cars. Somebody got disqualified. Not sure why. Yeah, I'm trying to push and catch up, but they are driving too consistent, and I'm not driving very consistent right now. I just don't like Imola. It's a classic track and all, legendary track, but that chicane up here is just so god awful.
Alright, George, you've got half your fuel left.
That was alright. The incidents are shown automatically on screen if you have that. If you have at least essential game overlays enabled.
Rolex just retired from the race.
You can choose between HUD overlays or game overlays off, essentials only, or full. I have them on essentials only, and that shows you the incidents when you make them. Used to be the case that you had to use the startup argument for that, but now they are shown by the game itself. Ooh, we got traffic back marker. Maybe that could cause a little bit of trouble here. 6 minutes to go. I'm trying to go faster than the car can. Overdriving, and it's never good. You always lose time doing that. Wow, 100% race in F1. Codemasters F1, right? Or you mean the FRX in RaceRoom? It's a little bit of trouble, but KTM is still holding up the BMW, but now it's past. I've done a bunch of incidents already. You keep your eye on the top right of the corner of the screen.
5 minutes to go, you're looking good for a podium.
You know, you can move the hot elements too, so I've moved them to the top right corner of the screen. F119 game. Which track? Don't say Baku. That's a horrible track. Oh my god, what the fuck is he doing? That's not how you react to blue flags.
The gap to Gorunya behind is now 1.7 seconds. We've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
On the racing line. Come on, boys. Romanenko, go for it to do something. Hockenheim. I don't like Hockenheim that much either, to be honest. You have to drive over the curb so hard in turn 1. But it's a good track, you can overtake there at least. Not like in Imola here. Yeah, I think if you actually love Baku, I don't know, I've never really managed to learn the track to a degree where I can drive on the limit there. Ooh, something's happening now. Somebody's going wide. Oh, he slowed down for him. That's a gentleman move. Romanenko. Not sure what happened there, but now we managed to close the gap. It's 3 minutes to go. Let's see what we can do.
Okay, George. Lap times are pretty consistent.
I need a hammer time sound clip.
You're gaining on this guy. The gap's now 0.49.
Or we can just...
Oh, sheep in the house.
So you're saying I need to lower the volume for these? Yeah, they're a bit loud. Oh my god. Get in there. I'm driving BMW, yes. Hello Andrew, how are you? I'm doing good. Let's see if I can snatch a position here.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
I think we got, yeah, 1 lap to go after this. Woo! Well, that's an incident for sure for Romanenko. Going off track. And again, he's pushing. But they are faster than me. What can I do? It's a 60 Hz monitor. It's a TV actually. I would love to have a 144 Hz monitor if they built them in 40-inch size. I really like yeah, the size of the TV. The proportions with the cockpit and everything line up very nicely. Anything
Last
smaller,
lap, looking good for a podium.
I don't think I
was
could
at
go back to that.
152.84.
Although the Hertz is a very nice thing to have, the refresh rate. But 60 isn't too bad, I'm used to it. Once you go higher than 60 you probably can't go back. That's why I'm not in a rush to upgrade. Ooh, it's getting tougher and tougher here. What a fight for P1 here, 3 guys involved. We're on the last lap. No place to overtake here, unfortunately. He was making a mistake. I had to slow down, otherwise I would have ran into him. Damn it. One more corner to go, and we got a yellow flag out. Holy shit.
We estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining.
Well, that's it. Close, boy. Nice one. Oof. That was a good race.
Well done, George. Great drive. That's a podium.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
Damn, when that car came across the road, I almost shit my pants. That was a close call indeed. Thanks, guys. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, good fun, man. Yeah, I was a little bit behind the potential in qualifying, and during the race I made too many mistakes. And when I was there was just not enough time, no opportunity to really go for it. But you know, P3, it's alright. We'll probably lose a little bit of rating, but that's okay. Thanks, everybody. I don't know, Andrew, what's better, but I can tell you, you can get RaceRoom for 65 euros, and iRacing is about, I don't know, 5 times that much. Hey, Evgeny, thank you. You yelled at the screen, Anders. Man, yeah, that was crazy. I want to see if we can get on a DTM server, guys. It's probably gonna be a few minutes before that session changes. Let's just quit here and see what's up. Come on, come on. Yeah, damn it. They just started the race. 18 minutes. GT3 is just about to start. Too late to join. What should we do, guys? I really want to get on that DTM server, but it's 18 minutes. Hey, thank you, Sirair. Sorry if I mispronounced the name. Battle server in 4 minutes. But Bathurst. how long is the race here? 20 minutes as well. No, 28. Nah, that's too much, man. Maybe later, but I really want to get on the DTM server. What we could do in the meantime is I can show you the replay of the GT3 race on Spa we had earlier, because that was super intense. And then we'll make sure to join the DTM race. It's gonna be Hockenheim after Nürburgring. That was good fun, that GT4 race. Yeah, let's wait for the DTM server to be done. It's gonna be in 15 minutes, so we can wait that long. This race was super intense, guys. Fred, it's ranked service, yeah. That's what it is. You get a multiplayer ranking, you get a performance rating and a reputation rating, and you get servers that cycle through various tracks. There's no scheduled races yet. Something that will hopefully come in the future. But for now, it's just those servers, and they are ranked. Hey Joao. Damn, was it in the last lap when that car came across? That was insane. Yeah, that was super fun though. I'm waiting for the DTM server to start, which will be in about 15 minutes. And then I will join and do some DTM races tonight. DTM 2016. They have a DRS system, and there's a mandatory pit stops as well. So it should be interesting. I had a really good race already today on Zolder. It was super tough. We were insanely close throughout the whole race, and then I went to the pit. And then the lap after, the leader went into the pit, and I came out just behind him again, and it was super intense. Hopefully we'll have some more of that tonight. So I was on pole position here. Exactly, SR, you got it. Ooh, there's a little bit of carnage. But most of them made it through a Rouge safe. Who was it in the BMW? Pena, exactly. He was behind me almost the entire race. There's a link to the multiplayer ranking page in the description, guys, if you want to check it out. Actually, I should check as well, see how much that last race cost me. Hopefully not too much, P3 isn't that bad. That's the guy, really. He was racing hard in this race as well. But not unfair, but really hard. Yeah, so DTM in a minute, if we manage to get on the server. Hopefully that will be the case. I think I'm gonna drive the Audi. I have a few old setups for DTM 2016, but I don't know if they're still working. But I've raced in default setup earlier today with the DTMs, and that was alright. Hey Scout, how are you? Actually, let's skip ahead to the end of the race. Oh, that's where he passed me. I think I got him back at some point. Yeah, right. Just watching this replay until the DTM server is ready. Porsche is really good in slow corners, but the BMW is better in fast corners. Yeah, it's also really quick on the straights. The M6. Side by side. I think there was a little bit of contact there already. Oh, I got back on the inside. But he managed to stay ahead. Rave playlist. Just checking if Game Almost is streaming as well. He was in the race earlier. Maybe we can convince him to join us on the DTM server. I don't think he's streaming though. Nope. Look how close this is. YouTube hates this camera. Bitrate isn't high enough to get to display all the ground detail. Showing the nose on the inside. He went wide. Oh yeah, he came back. He ran into me there. I was a little bit pissed. See me flashing the lights. Did I try to get back at him there? Yeah, I did. Oh, that was the last corner of the race. That was the last corner maneuver. But yeah, he stayed ahead in the end. That was fun. But okay, hopefully DTM should be ready soon. 10 minutes to go still. But it's not even completely full, so I'm quite optimistic that we'll make it on there come next session. Just have to bridge 10 more minutes, guys. Let's have a look at the replay of the DTM race I had earlier. Oh no, and that's the wrong replay. I wanted to show you the Zolder race. So have you tried entering the Bathurst 333 kilometers? I think I'll enter the GT4 class. It should be in split 1. And I'll probably drive the BMW. Hate the hammer. Oh, that's the GT4 race. Let me show you the DTM Zolder race. That was super intense. You're doing GT3? GT3 is just too much exhaustion. 2 hours of driving on the mountain in a GT3 car. I'll definitely crash my car. If I'm trying to compete at that level, you know, on split 1 with all these quick guys, I'll have to push so hard that I'll definitely wreck my car. And then I'll just be frustrated. So I'm choosing the road of less resistance. Go with GT4, take it a bit easier. Maybe I have a shot at winning that class. If Tim Heinemann isn't entering, he is on the leaderboard on P1. So I'm in the Red Bull Audi. Messed up my start here. Lost 2 places. Hi CB, thank you. I'm fine. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. We're just waiting for the DTM server to start next session, which will be the case in 10 minutes. Meanwhile, having a look at this replay from earlier today. Go for it, Attila. I think you have the pace, but there's really some good drivers on there. Let's go on board with the BMW behind me. I still quite like how these cars drive, even though the physics are not completely up to date. The only thing that they are a bit critical on throttle. Coming out of slow corners in second gear, you can lose the rear if you're not careful enough. Other than that, I really like how these cars feel. And especially with the DRS and the mandatory pit stops, could make for some quite interesting racing. Broken pit entries. What exactly is broken there? I remember somebody was reporting something, but don't remember. I've done a pit stop here in Zolder earlier today, and I had no problems. Nice T-Hammer. Glad you enjoy. Fanatec Chop Sport, definitely a nice wheel. Yeah, there's a bunch of aliens on the GT3 leaderboard for the Battles race. Let's again see if we can catch the pit stop. Yeah, that's my pit stop. I lost a bit of time here because I had to enter pit lane here and it's in the braking zone. Normally you would just brake deep in here. So I lost a bit of time in the pit entry. Oh, and I got a bit of wheel spin coming in here as well. Sleeping on the couch now. It's all about priorities, right? So the mandatory pit stop means that you have to change at least 2 tires, so either front tires or rear tires or both of them. But I went with both because if you're changing just one axis, the balance can be a little bit out of shape. Smoking is harmful, yeah, but vaping not so much. It's also harmful, but not that much. So you'll see at the end of this lap, the leader is is pitting. And he's gonna come out just ahead of me. Really? I haven't noticed that. If you drive normally, you get a drive-through. Well, we'll do a bunch of DTM races tonight. I guess we'll find out. But so far I haven't heard no complaints. But we'll see. I think the devs are aware of it though, because I remember a discussion we had about pit stops. That's the leader. Leaving pit lane now. Look how close this was. That's me behind him there. Let's have another look at that from my onboard. Here I thought I had it, and then he came out just ahead of me. Oh, he crossed the white line there. It's happening on Dubai and Understop. It's probably got something to do with the AI file, with the path of the AIs and how the game is recognizing that, but I might be wrong. Yeah, and from here on we just had a super intense fight, especially in the last few corners, until I made a mistake. You notice it on Battles. Can you reproduce that in single player? If that's the case, it might be good to make Simon aware, you know, the guy who is hosting the race. Simon Fillingham from RR Leaks. Ooh, I was side by side with him there. Still side by side. This is not a good corner to be on the outside though. Oh, look at that, look at that. DRS into turn 1. Oh, look. I wonder if he should have given me a bit more space there. Because he kind of turned into me there. I mean, I was... You could say we're side by side. I mean, I've got my nose in there and I'm on DRS. He left a bit of space. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. But we had contact here. Again, trying to get a bit better. There again, he just cut right in front of me, touching again slightly. That got me out of shape eventually. Yeah, that wasn't great, but it was such a close race though. Really enjoyed it up to that point. But now let's check back on the multiplayer. Okay, session is over. Any minute now. Stepped out of the car. Would be fun if we could have like street fights. If you collide, you just exit the car and start punching each other. Yeah, I was trying to push too hard. That's true, but he kind of he closed my line, got a little bit in front of me, and obviously it wasn't the contact that made me spin. It was because I didn't lift. I just stayed on the throttle basically. So it was my fault. But I still feel like he was racing really hard. I wouldn't say unfair, but really, really hard. So any second now. Let's be sure to be fast. I don't wanna miss out on that server here. Still 1 minute. I didn't see it, Darius. I knew who won though. I saw it on Twitter. It's Conor McGregor's comeback season. I'm usually not much of a fighting fan, but I think he's just a very entertaining personality. I love his press conferences. I think they're even more entertaining than the fights. But supposedly he's gonna fight Mayweather again. I don't know if they're boxing again or if they're doing something else. Probably boxing. I don't think Mayweather would do anything other than boxing. Yeah, it wasn't a long fight, was it, Darius? So Hockenheim, and then Hungaroring, and then Oschersleben. Let's see if we can maintain a full server even at Oschersleben. I know not many people like that track. I personally don't mind that track, to be honest. It's quite fun. Alright, here we go then. Made it. Hello, son of God. Alright, let's get back into racing. Enough chit-chatting and replays. Conor punches old man. Alright. If you wanna join, now's the time. I'm gonna just use my default setup, I think. Remove some fuel. We got mandatory pit stops here on this server. FYI.
Your exit's clear. Don't cross the white line. Okay, George, we've got 19 minutes to set a lap. Let's get some heat into these brakes.
So let's see. I don't want to be seeing the DRS messages. Don't need that. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we all want to see the rematch Conor versus Khabib, right? That would be entertaining. I think it's gonna happen eventually. I sound like I'm an expert in UFC, but I'm totally not. Probably don't sound like an expert either, but I think I've watched one fight or two in total. But Conor McGregor, he's just so entertaining as a personality. Cold brakes, locking. Okay, focus now. Also, I need to check how the rating is doing, but I'm pretty sure I'm still on P1. Yeah, these cars need to be careful on the throttle. Quite easy to spin on power. They don't have traction control, they don't have ABS. I hope that default setup is good enough to win races. I don't think the default setups are the fastest in the DTM category. The GT3 default setups are really, really good though. I haven't felt the need to change anything. But And I'm willing to bet that Jack Keithley and company on the Battles leaderboard, they're not driving default setup. Or maybe they are. Less wing is fine usually, yeah,
Your brake
that's
temperatures
true.
look good. Okay, George, you've got 10 minutes of
Becomes
fuel
also
remaining.
even more critical to drive though. Let's see what we can do in the default setup first. Oh my god. Locking brake. Should be able to get P1.
15 minutes remaining, 15 minutes to
clean
go.
lap. Definitely can go faster through that one. Ah, not too bad, not too bad.
You're now 1.9 ahead of P2. The lap time was at 1:33.7.
Close though, with rough. Yeah, you have to wait a little bit before you go full throttle out of the corners. Otherwise you'll get into trouble with too much power on the rear. Max camber, okay. Good tips, keep them coming. It's been ages since I drove DTM. Brake is quite critical as well. Losing the rear, maybe I should move the brake bias a little bit forward.
Sector 2 is 0.1 off the pace.
That will probably give me more understeer. Uh-oh. Wow. That kind of worked. That didn't. Let's practice the pit entry. Because there is a mandatory pit stop at the end of, or in the middle of this race. Where is the line?
Track limits, they'll delete the next lap as well as this one.
It's a bit decisive. Here's
Gauge
the line.
limiter. You've got half your fuel left.
Braked too early. Actually, I will just go over a few things. So let's increase camber on the front and rear. And wing, we can reduce it quite heavily, but I don't want to go too crazy. Otherwise the car becomes so loose. 8 should be alright. I don't know what the springs, what to do with them, but let's see what this does. Yeah, DTM is awesome,
The pit
and
exit's clear.
I really hope that we get to do a physics update on them at some point. I would really love to
Got
see
cold
what
brakes
Alex
all round.
could do with these cars. But it would be even better if we would be able to do the new DTM cars at some point. But until that happens, and if that happens, we can still enjoy these cars. Still good racing to be had. So what is my brake bias? It's 50. Let's try 54. That might be too much in the front.
White flag.
Tow in 25. 25?
Your brake temperatures are looking good.
Let's build a gap. Not far behind Berka, P2 right now.
Alright George, 10 minutes to go, that's 10 minutes left.
Yeah, this is working alright so far. No, they're not, son of God. Try the new physics on the GT3s and GT4s and WTCR and a bunch of other cars. These DTMs are, you know, from 2016.
We've got 10
A
minutes
lot
of fuel remaining.
changes have been done since the physics with some of the newer cars. Bad third sector.
That's your fastest lap today. You're now 0.1 off the pace. There's a white flag. That last lap was a 1:33.6.
ACC is pretty good. Full Seabrook isn't that great though. And it only has GT3 cars, but the GT3s in there are really good. For sure. Too much throttle. Let's see. How's my tire wear? Can I do one more lap on this set? Yeah, I think we can. Just have to improve 2/10. I think we can do that. Some minutes left in qualifying. Thanks, Adela. Oh, was it a setup?
The leader has just done a 1:33.3. P4. Sector 3 is 5.0 seconds off the pace.
Close the track limits.
White flag, mate.
Good exit. Let's bring this lap home. Come on. Oh yes, that was a good last corner. And that's pole.
Pole position. That puts you 0.1 quicker than second. White flag, mate. Your lap time was 1:33.2.
Right.
Okay,
Tune
George,
guide on this
5
course.
minutes to go. 5
Yeah.
minutes left.
Thing is, if you drive different cars all the time, you need to take your time to learn a car and understand it and tune it, but there's no time for that on stream. Calculate fuel for 22 minutes.
For 23 minutes. We estimate that we'll need 39 litres.
What the hell? I thought I reduced wing. Is it fixed setup? It might be fixed setup. It's not applying my changes. Well, that is weird, but okay. That's actually quite good, because the cars feel really nice on default setup, and on the competitive setups they're a bit edgy to drive. Hey Jorgos, great to hear. But it says I have this one loaded for some reason. That's weird. Something is weird here. If I load the default setup. No, you see, it's resetting, so that means we are on fixed setup. We should really make it so things you can't change are grayed out and you can't actually change them. Show you my FFP settings? Sure. So I'm on the Thrustmaster TS-PC Racer. In the Thrustmaster drivers, everything is set to default. I believe that means 75% gain in the Thrustmaster drivers, which is quite high for some cars in RaceRoom.
Burka, 133.0.
But I have force feedback intensity at 100%, 0 smoothing, 0 spring, 20% damper, but that's optional. You can also have it at 0, but don't go any higher than 20-30%. I would not recommend going higher than that. Steering force intensity, I've lowered that one because some of the cars have super high forces, relatively speaking.
Just
and
2
I like
minutes
my
left,
force
2
feedback
minutes to go.
informative but not too strong. And with the FFB multiplier you can't go lower than 1 with some cars, so I just reduced the steering force intensity at 66, but that is also... You need to balance that with the FFB multiplier, right? So if the steering force feels too weak, you can increase the FFB multiplier. And then minimum force, I have it at 2%. Might as well have 0. It doesn't make a whole lot of a difference. Understeer 10%. I don't like the wheel going light in the corners a lot, so I have it quite low. Vertical 60, lateral 40, steering rack 30. Definitely don't go any higher than 30 on the steering rack. Slip effect, well, that's also a matter of personal preference. I have a very subtle slip effect at 10%. No engine vibrations, 10% curb, 10% shift effect. But don't forget to always balance that with the force feedback multiplier. You see, you can go high up as 10, but you can't go lower than 1. So what kind of makes sense is to have the steering force at a lower setting in the FFB settings, but you can counter that with increasing the FFB multiplier on a per car basis. I hope that makes sense to you guys. That's how I set it up. Good night, Attila. Calculate fuel for 22 minutes.
Or 22 minutes. We think we'll need 37 litres.
Yeah, 40 will do. Let's make it 45.
That's the end of the session.
Just to be sure. Alright. First DTM race of the night then. Wonder if we managed to keep the pole. Nope. What's that? Berker. Nice one. Gonna be even more interesting race then. Hopefully we'll not overcook it on the throttle.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah, mandatory pit stops. Just put a reminder in the chat. But the game should tell you that the pit window is opening, and when it's open and when it's closing, so people hopefully will realize that they have to pit. Okay, let's finger crossed for a good start then.
20 minutes. Get ready. Go.
Alright, cold brakes here still. Alright, got a good slipstream. DRS will open next lap, I think.
Okay, George, decent start. We can build something from here.
Oh god, oh god, oh god. Sorry, bro. Kinda ran out of road there. Darius. I think it was only very small contact, if any, to be honest. I didn't feel anything. But I did kinda run him off the road there, but ran out of road. Woo! Almost in the gravel. Thanks,
The race
Evgeny.
director has enabled DRS.
Okay, no DRS this lap. Wasn't close enough. You have to be within the 1 second window to the guy ahead. Which I am now. You can see pit window opens in 3 minutes. That message is permanently in the score tower, which is awesome.
Race has retired.
Yes, Darius, mandatory pit stops.
few more tenths and we'll be in DRS range.
We are in DRS now. I think it detects at the finish line.
The pit window opens in 2 minutes. Fernandez has retired from the race.
Lost the DRS.
The gap to Schmidt behind is now 1.1 seconds.
Okay, that was a good turn 1. Brake too late here. I just need to get the DRS once, then the race is on. I like driving the Audi, but they are all very, very similar. Audi DTM
The gap to
2016.
in front is now 0.8. Pit window opens in 1 minute.
Okay, let's stay close. We want DRS next lap. Looking good. Yes, yes, yes.
We like this. Keep doing it. Fastest lap.
It is on, Berka. It is on. Hey, James, thank you. I'll go.
Okay, George. The pit window is now open. 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
And DRS. Yes, baby. He's defending. Oof, in the limiter. Yellow flag.
Nice front.
Oh, he lost it. Okay, let's continue driving before we do the mandatory pit stop. We don't wanna get out in traffic. We got 10 minutes to do the pit stop. It's going to be Hungaroring after this race, guys. That's also a tough circuit to overtake.
Nice one,
Even
George.
with the
This
arrest.
is terrific. Exactly what we came here for. You're in the lead. We're quickest at the moment.
Just have to be sure he doesn't get the undercut. But I don't think tires are a big concern. The race isn't long enough. So an undercut won't do much. Although, looking at my wear, the front left is at 86%. DRS is gone, can't use it anymore. But you're right, I probably had some left over that I forgot to use.
Berka is getting closer. The gap's now 0.6.
He's in DRS now. It's difficult when you're leading. You never know how hard you have to push. You have to keep an eye in the mirror.
Zoltan has just retired.
Shame he made that mistake. But it's far from over, guys. He's only a second and 3/10 behind. You have to make sure not to mess up the pit stop. Don't brake too early. Don't brake too late for the line. But it's looking good so far. Looking very good. I think he made another mistake there. Let's not focus too much in the mirror. Somebody get a drive-through. Probably for speeding in the pits. .6 second gap now. Pit this lap. I think we still have some time to go. I mean, yeah, it would be a good time because it is
10
half
minutes
time.
remaining, 10 minutes. Just keep hitting your marks. This is looking good. Okay, George, that's half distance.
I
Fuel
just
levels are
want
fine.
to avoid coming out in traffic at any cost. Because that can cost a lot of time. I think we'll go another lap. See if he comes in this lap. I would do it if I was him. And he's got one lap on fresh tires.
Matos is now retired.
I don't think that will be enough to close 1.6.
Looks like a bit of a wear on your left front.
Oh, lots of drive-through penalties. Yeah, you have to know how to pit as well. He's not pitting yet.
Your last lap time was 1:34.10.
I would have tried if I was him. Go for the undercut.
The gap to Burka behind is now 1.5 seconds.
Everybody's losing it on the throttle. Yes, you have to do a mandatory pit stop, and that means you have to change at least 2 tires, front or rear, but you can also change both, of course. You can also refuel, but at the very minimum you have to change 2 tires. Which is what we are going to do now, this lap. Pit window closes in 3 minutes. Okay, coming in now. Let's look for that line. It's
Pay
down
attention to
here.
track limits. Please, George, you'll need to give back the time gained. Activate limiter. We should come out into position 1, right ahead of Burka.
Slow
Burka
down
behind
penalty.
is pitting now. You'll need to slow down to give back the time gained.
Motherfucker. I think that's the bug that somebody mentioned earlier. Fuck. I hope.
Exit's clear. Push. Pit window closing in 2 minutes.
That might also be the drive-through penalties, because people don't realize they have a slowdown penalty. 1.5 seconds.
You've got half your fuel left.
Okay, we're good. Okay, that's interesting. I'll have to definitely forward that to the devs. That needs to be looked into.
Pit window closes in 1 minute.
Well, even with the slowdown, we managed to stay in front. I think he also had a slowdown, but we're both still in the race. And he's in DRS now. The hell is also with the drive-through. I think it's people not realizing they have a slowdown penalty. Although you should be able to see that. Or maybe they got not a slowdown penalty, but a drive-through right away when entering the pit lane. That's interesting. I'll make sure to forward this issue on Monday.
Burka behind us now, 0.6.
Morning, first thing. What the fuck is this, bro?
You're leading. 5 minutes remaining.
We'll
Bring it
consider
on
this
home. You're the man.
a
Window
live
is now
beta
closed.
test
Don't be
race.
distracted. Defend your position.
Nope, Lee, not today. But with this pit bug, I don't think we can do another DTM race after this. So we might change to either GT4 or GT3 after this. So you will probably see me in a Porsche very soon. I don't think you guys saw the drive or the slowdown message because it's hidden actually behind my webcam. But I had a 1.5 second slowdown penalty. See, there's the incident message, top right corner. It's going wide here. Yeah, I see now, Mattis Sim Racing. I'll make sure to point it out tomorrow. Hopefully we can get it fixed as soon as possible. Ooh. Had to defend there from Berka. He's in the DRS range now. Got 2 more laps to go. If I could take anything from ACC and put it in R3E. Well, it would be the weather system, or the dynamic day and night cycle. There's other things in there that are interesting as well, like, yeah, rain. And of course, online driver changes.
That's 2 minutes left, 2 minutes.
And the scheduled racing aspect of the ranked multiplayer. But that is something we are working on as well, so we'll see. Holy shit.
Come on, George, don't let him get away.
Damn. Berka. I think we got one more lap to go. I need to get him back on DRS. Or do you even have DRS on the last lap?
We need to be a few tenths closer for DRS.
Hopefully I get DRS last lap. I think I will.
That's a new fastest
Yes.
lap for Berka, 132.63. P2, one more to go. Keep it together, we'll be on the podium. We've gone out of track limits, keep it between the lines. We need to slow down, give back some time.
Still with the slowdown. Damn it. Can we pass him and pull off a slowdown at the same time? We got 0.2 slowdown. Yes. We managed, we managed. Wow. Crazy race. Yeah, forgot again to use all the DRSs. But I just want to stay on the road. God damn. Oh, luckily he backed out of that one. Holy shit. What a finish. Whew. And over the line with DRS.
Great win, you deserve that
Ridiculous race. Oh my god. Good fight with Berka. Good fight with him. Yeah, shame about that bug though with the pit entry. That is definitely something we need to address ASAP. But we gotta win, boys. So yeah, wheel rotation is set by the game by default. For as it has realistic values for all the different cars. I believe this DTM has like 600. I believe I actually increased that one. I think by default it's 540. I increased it and I also increased the steering ratio or the wheel right now, the steering lock. Hey Dustin, yeah man. Did you get a slowdown as well at the pit entry? I did. But I believe some other guys even got a drive-through, so I don't know if we were lucky or what. But yeah, we can't continue doing races like this, I'm afraid, on DTM. We'll have to find a fix for that as soon as possible. Let's see what we can join. Ooh, quali is over already. GT3 is about to restart its server. It was on Sachsenring. So it's Suzuka next. Let's do that. You got the drive-thru when entering the pit, right, Darius? You didn't speed in the pit lane, did you? you got 2 drive-throughs, so maybe you did speed in addition to just getting one for the entry, which I got a slowdown for. You didn't speed. Well, pit stops are part of DTM in real life. They have a mandatory pit stop. But until we fix it, I think we should probably remove the pit stops from the server. So at least we can continue racing DTM until a fix is out there. I just hope we don't get problems in the Bathurst endurance race in a week, 2 weeks, because of pit stops. Oh, you got a second one when you went in to serve the first one. Oh, that's bad luck. Well, the original Demi, at some point we will have scheduled races where you have to sign up for, and then obviously track rotation will be different to what it is now. Right now it's basically just a public server that is ranked, but that's why it's a beta, guys. Let's just see where it goes from here, and let's have a look at the ranking while we're waiting. Oops, wrong button. Here we are. Yo, still leading. I think I've gained a little bit in that last race. I think that's updated after last race, or maybe not. We'll see in a minute. Well, I mean, so far we don't have any plans of requiring you to practice on the track first before you join. Like ACC does that thing where you have to get all the medals on a track before you can join a server. I mean, it's not a bad idea, but on the other hand, it's just for somebody who is experienced already, it's a bit of a pain in the ass, but there's pros and cons to various systems. Oh, Suzuka is on, let's go. I mean, I didn't get a drive-through when entering the pit lane. I got a slowdown penalty for cutting the course, I guess. So something is bugged with, I think it's the AI paths and how the game recognizes cuts, I guess. I guess it's a thing with cut detection. I don't know. We will find out. Yeah, gee, Patrick, I just realized that we have a problem with pit entries. But the weird thing is that I didn't get a drive-through, I got a slowdown penalty. So I guess it depends on how you enter the pit lane, whether you get a drive-through or a slowdown at the moment. But yeah, I will definitely make the guys aware, if they are not already, and we'll try to get a fix out as soon as possible. I think we need to address this before the Bathurst race on 2nd of February. So let's see what we can do. It's the first time I've noticed this, Darius. But then again, it's also the first time I think I've done a pit stop in a multiplayer race after December patch. But if I'm not mistaken, the devs are already aware of this. I believe somebody was mentioning already.
Pit exit's clear.
But I'll make sure to bring it up again.
To get a decent lap in. Your brakes are cold. We need to get some heat into them.
In the meantime, we'll make sure to get rid of the pit stops in the DTM server. have a bucket C-Pang. What bug is that? Welcome to live beta testing. Yeah, I don't think it's a track specific thing. I think it's a code related thing because it seems to be happening on all tracks, or at least on most tracks, or a lot of tracks. And I don't think we changed anything on the tracks. What we might have changed is something with the slowdown penalties or the cut detection code. And I think that might be the issue, but I might be wrong. But whatever the issue is, we'll definitely fix it as soon as possible. See, that's the incident message. You get 1 incident for off track, and you get more incident points for collisions with other cars. Missed that apex.
Alright George, 15 minutes left, that's 15 minutes.
Yellow flag. Now Suzuka, that's a track I like. I don't know if Porsche is the fastest here, but we'll find out. We got Benedek on the server, he's really quick. This lap won't count.
Track limits.
Okay, so I think that's 5th gear to that fast corner there. What is it called? R100R? R130? Something like that. Yeah, I can
P3, your brake
check
temps are good.
if that's an incident when I'm done with my lap. Oh my goodness me. 2 incident points. It's not showing you the one you get. It's showing you the accumulative number of incidents, by the way. So this didn't just give me 2 incident
The
points.
leader has just done a
It's telling me that I've got
202.0.
2 incident points in total. And we'll try to come in pit lane now, see what happens. But right now you only get incident points for off tracks, not for cuts that are not off tracks. But that is also something we want to address. We want to consolidate this system, so we're not distinguishing anymore between an off track and a cut. It should just work the same, as in you should get incident points for cuts and off tracks. and both of those will invalidate your lap time as well. It's a bit confusing at the moment. So we're distinguishing between an off track, which doesn't necessarily have to be a cut, and thereby it can give you an incident, but it might not invalidate your lap time. Yeah, it's complicated. 130R, that's it. So this is 5th gear, yeah? Okay, okay.
Engage limiter.
Nope, no incident point. See, it's not an off track. It's if anything, it's cut is detected as a cut, I think, and that's what giving you penalties or respectively slowdown penalties. That says next level not count, but
on pit exit. You can push
that's
now.
an old
Brakes are
message.
cold, be careful.
That's for when you cut in the last sector or the last corner before the flying lap. Then that
The leader's just done a
following
201,
flying lap
right
won't
7.
count. But for some reason this message is staying up there even if you went to the garage in the meantime, which it shouldn't really. But my next lap will definitely count, if I can make it count. Forgot to reduce traction control. Oops. Collected another incident. Got 3 now. But quality is not what counts towards your reputation rating at the moment. I think it's only race sessions.
Okay, George, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
Not 100% sure on that, but like 99% sure. But don't quote me on that. But I'm fairly sure. Oh, we got Gamer Muscle back in this grid. I will get him. I hope. Got 10 minutes left to qualify. It's all good. Alright, on to the flying lap. Let's put in a safety lap first.
P16.
Blue flag, blue flag, blue flag, blue flag, blue flag! Come on, dude! I was last second. What is that, James? He usually drives the delivery.
Come on. Blue flag. That's ridiculous.
I mean, it's ridiculous. Ay, 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 ay. More traffic. That won't be a great lap. He's not streaming. Yeah, maybe he's recording something. I've seen a video of him in multiplayer where he wasn't live streaming. Woo! Need to focus some more. Making too many mistakes. I don't think a YouTuber
Right, George, 10 minutes of fuel
is
remaining.
racing without creating any kind of content. I don't think he would do that. It's a waste of time. Just joking. But but yellow. Okay, that wasn't a great lap. We can definitely do a better one.
P5, good lap. That's your quickest today.
2 seconds slower than Benedict.
There's a white flag.
That's better. Please, no more traffic. Pushing too hard over the curbs. Oh, yellow flag. Ay. Very bad corner there. Got a half decent exit though. Oh, Benedict is gonna be tough to beat, I believe. Somebody's lagging, creating a bunch of tire smoke. And standing in the way.
5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
Fuck me. Got one more chance. Broke your suspension and curbs. Yeah, that can happen.
Pit exit looks clear.
McLaren. Yeah, I think he was just slow. I don't think he was on his outlet. I think he was on a flying lap 2 and just slow. Can't really blame people for that. They have a right to do their quali lap as well. It's just unfortunate.
You've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Woo, cars everywhere. Please, I just want one clean quali lap. That's the only attitude you can have. If somebody is on his outlap and he doesn't make room, then I'm not so nice. Hey, thank you. Okay, I'm slowing down, leaving a gap to the guy in front. Please give me one lap. One clean lap. Hey, Game of Muscle is ahead of me. What the hell, man? Can't let that happen.
B6.
Bit wide there on the entry. We made that work somehow.
2 minutes to go, 2 minutes.
Yes, yes baby. 1 second up already. It's not gonna be enough for P1, but let's see. Or is it? Highly doubt it, but maybe P2. Close with
The leader has
P1.
just done a 2:01.7.
Very close.
P2, that's your best lap in the session. You're currently 0.1 off the pace.
Well, that
Brake
is
temperatures look good.
makes me optimistic for the race. Let's put it that way. I need to increase the FFB multiplier slightly because I went lower again on the steering force for the M4. Thanks everybody.
Checkered flag, P2.
Okay, we'll put in the usual amount of fuel, which is 40 liters. And hope for the best. Porsche front row. I like this livery. It's chrome and green and black. It's nice. Hey, thank you Marcel for subscribing. Thank you everybody. Let's give it all we have with Benedek. He's a fair racer usually.
20 minutes. Okay, George, get ready. Green, green, green.
But he's really quick as well. I think he was racing GT Masters Esport last season. Come on, slipstream. Game must have crashed. Ouch. Is he still in the race? Guess we will not be seeing a video of this race then.
Watson has just retired.
Okay, let's just
Okay,
keep
George,
Benedict under
stay
pressure.
close. Wait for him to make a mistake.
He's driving on the limit. So far we can stay with him.
0.6. Phillips has retired. Front is now 0.7.
He's making a comeback. Gamer muscle. Where is he? 18. As long as we can stay in the slipstream here, we have a chance.
Stay close, wait for him to crack.
Come on, crack already. We're quite
Well
equal
done,
in
George.
pace.
This is terrific. Exactly what we
Should
came
be an
here for.
interesting one.
15 minutes remaining, 15 minutes to go. P2. Fleisch has just retired from the race.
Super focused, trying not to make a mistake.
Moreau has retired
Yellow
from the
flags
race.
around. That was behind me, I think.
Trickle has just retired from the race.
Uh-oh. Slow back marker. What's he doing? What's he doing? Holding up Balint. Or not? Oh my god. What the f... Got lucky there. I think he had suspension damage or something.
The other man, stay on it.
Looked
That
weird how
lap
he
was
drove.
at 2:02.28. Okay,
Bottom
George,
in the
we're
grass.
matching race pace. Wasp has retired. Keep piling on the pressure. He'll make a mistake.
Super close right now. It's getting nervous, I feel like. Just need to stay close, wait for the opportunity.
Alright George, keep piling on the pressure. He'll make a mistake.
Getting positions into laps, nice. Now on P12. Come on, come on. 11 minutes to go. Almost ran wide. Actually ran wide a little bit. Oh my god, that was the limit. That curve on the inside is very dangerous. If you unsettle your car here on the throttle, it can spin very easily. Come on, don't lose it now.
The gap in front has increased to 0.9.
Maybe Gamer Muscle will make a video about how you shouldn't give up in a race after you spun or crashed. How you can come back. It's getting away. 10 minutes to go.
You've got 10 minutes left, 10 minutes to go. Okay George, keep doing what you're doing, this is spot on. Half distance, I think the fuel's going to be tight, you might need to save some.
Nah, we good. 8.8, 0.9.
The leader's just done a 201.72, that was a 202.24.
Oh, oh. Almost tried to kill me, that Porsche. Hopefully I'm not throwing away a good P2 here by pushing too hard. Balint is driving perfect so far. Almost no mistakes.
1.2.
Oh no.
Track limits.
Sorry, crew chief. It's not looking good.
Okay George, you've used half your fuel.
I need him to make a mistake. Hey, Ulrich behind us with the fastest lap, though. Not bad, not bad. Closing in a little bit again. Just need to stay ultra focused here. I just need him to make a very small mistake.
Okay, George, you've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
And a little bit of slipstream maybe. Don't think I'm close enough. Slightly maybe, a little bit.
The gap in front is now 0.9. We've been warned about track limits.
Pushing
Cut
it
the
now.
track. Keep it nice and tidy.
5 minutes to go. Will he crack or will he not? Oh my god, the understeer. He's driving so
That's
consistent.
5 minutes to go. Come on, keep it together. We'll be on the podium here.
Trying everything I can here. Tires are starting to go away. Maybe it's just the temperatures. Minutes. 2 more laps or so.
The gap in front is now 0.9.
He's
Great
not
stuff.
making a
Keep it
mistake.
coming, mate. That lap time was 2:01.85. You're matching race pace. Good consistency. Keep them coming.
Just wide a little bit. Getting a little bit closer, come on. I can smell his fumes. It's not enough though. going to crack now. Come on, Balint. Make a mistake. That's the final lap coming up.
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, George, we've gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines. Your rear tyres have got a bit of wear.
Over pushing it. Lost some time there.
Last lap, looking good for a podium. That's 5 minutes of fuel left.
Oh my god. Almost lost it. Yeah, no, if he doesn't make a mistake, it's over. Ulrich still with the fastest lap. That's something. Podium is something too. Oh my god. Yeah. P2 it is. Well, I gotta say, Benedict deserved victory. He drove flawless in this race. I gave it all I had. Couldn't pass him. Well, P2, it's not bad. It's not bad. We had a good race there.
Good drive.
Thanks, Dimi, original Dimi. He deserved that one. I think next race would be Macau on this server. I don't think I want to do that. Maybe something else. Back marker almost killed Benedict. Hey Paul, thank you. BMW is suffering in slow corners. Try the Porsche. That one is really good in slow corners, but it's lacking in fast speed corners. Maybe, original DB, don't forget to subscribe. And also click the bell icon so you get a notification when I go live. Let's see then. I think it's Macau. I don't think I'll do that. Maybe we'll see if another server has something lined up for us. Macau. It's always so much chaos on Macau. Yeah, you either love it or you hate Macau. I mean, I like the circuit. I just don't want to drive there like every day. It should remain something special, if you know what I mean. It's like every month or so. Well, it doesn't look like there's much going on still. I think I'll wrap it up for tonight, guys. Let's actually have a look at the rankings, so we can see what we achieved today and if we could defend P1. I think we could. I don't know if this is after the last race yet. Don't think it is. Where is Benedek in the rankings? P50. Well, I bet he gained quite a bit. You're still P2, Thomas. Yeah. You've done a lot of races though. 95. But P2 is respect. It's definitely something you can be proud of. We have 10 pages of drivers here now. 4,600 drivers in the ranking. So anyone on page 1 can be kind of proud. Although 1574, I mean, you start at 1500. If you only done one race, that's good. You went up 75 points. But yeah, 37 races and 1500, that's not so good. 5 races at 1600, that's quite good. That's dumb GTR. It's the Santa Costa fanboy of Gamer Muscle's channel, isn't it? I wonder he's playing RaceRoom at all. Maybe it's another dumb GTR. I don't think there are many of those. But yeah, let's refresh, see what happens. No, it might actually be already updated then. Thanks, son of God. Yeah. The most impressive thing here on this page is Moritz Lerner with just 16 races, and he's on P4. I bet he's won like every race he did, or close to. That is really impressive. Also Benz Bunky, another esport driver, also super impressive. 15 races done only, and up in the 1990s already. That's impressive stuff. Lasse Oines, well, you can kind of tell he's only up there because he's done 150 races. But still, if you lose every race you do, you won't be up there either, so... Good going, good going. But yeah, either way, I think we managed to defend P1. I'm really curious if my last race gained me or lost me rating. But I'm not sure if it updated already or if it didn't. Let's give it another couple of seconds. When am I next on? I don't know, son of God, but make sure to subscribe and click the bell with notifications on, so you'll get a message when I'm live. I think I'll do the Bathurst race on the 2nd of February, but we'll probably do something before that. Ranked racing is just too much fun, guys. And I have to defend my leading position. It looks like this is the rating we have after 43 races. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate that. Be cool if you could leave a like. I'm stopping here for tonight, Valentin. Yeah, I don't think there's much going on still on the servers. Or is there? We could do a GT4 race on Silverstone. That could be fun. I don't know, should I do one more race, guys? Are you still up for one more race? Screw it, let's do Silverstone. Let's see if I have enough time for qualifying. Thanks for subscribing, Pims. Are you still in for one race, Yannick? The good thing when we will have scheduled races is that you can see by just registering that there will be people in the race. Right now it's always a bit of a gamble. You can join a server that is half full, and it will probably fill up, but you never know. And if you see a half full server, you're not that motivated to join.
Okay, George, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
No time to deal with the setup.
Pit exit's clear, push. We have
just
4
make sure to get
minutes
one
to set
lap
up. You've got cold brakes all round, be careful.
Now again, trying to adapt. Hey, get my muscle back on the server as well. Coming from the GT3 cars, these cars feel so different. So slow. But the racing in GT4 is always fantastic. We need driver subs. Yeah, I agree. That would be fantastic. Oh my god. Locked the brakes there. Try and remember the rating we had. 1963, I believe it was. Oh my god, I'm still in GT3 mode. Jesus, these cars are different. I really like the TS-PC Racer. I mean, it's comparable to the Fanatic Club Sport wheel in price range, and I just like Thrustmaster because it's very easy to set up, plug and play. I like the force feedback that it produces in RaceRoom and other sims. I like the rim or rims that they have as options, and it just works. Fanatic can be a little bit tricky sometimes. But it's certainly a very great wheel as well, the Club Sport. But if you're on a budget, you might also look into the Thrustmaster T300. It's the cheaper version, but it's almost as good, honestly. Just not as strong, but you don't need super strong force feedback anyway. But if you have the money, then TS-PC Racer is a great choice. I can only recommend it. Not sponsored, by the way. You get pedals with it, yeah? Do you though? Yeah, if you say so.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
Be right. Oh my god. Such a difference between GT4s and GT3s. Oh yeah, I also forget, need to lower the traction control. Otherwise we'll have too much understeer. Well, this lap wasn't fantastic, and I think it's the only chance we got. Yeah, I mean, T300 is super good value for the price, in my opinion. And it's definitely much better than the Logitech G29 or 920, whatever it's called these days. I mean, Fanatic build quality is fantastic and they're super smooth. But they are also a bit... how would you say it? I mean, every time I hear somebody having problems with the wheel, it's a Fanatic user. That's all I can say. But I'm sure there's plenty of people out there who have great experience with Fanatic. I do like the pedals of Fanatic. They might be a good option if you don't want to go...
You've just done a 214.5.
Too expensive, but still want high quality. Well, P2.
Checkered flags out, P3.
You never see your wheel in VR, yeah, but you feel it though. That's the most important thing anyway, isn't it? That sounds like a great combination, Yannick. Okay, this will be the last race of the evening. Let's make sure we make it a good one. Who are we up against here? Ulrich, Thorsten Ulrich. He was in the chat earlier, wasn't he? Oh, we're down to P3. I did not see that coming. Okay.
It's 20 minutes. Get ready, mate. It's hammer time.
Buggity, buggity, buggity! Let's go racing, boys!
Green.
Again, I'm too late with upshift. But okay. Let's just get our brain to work in GT4 mode now, not GT3 anymore. Bit of door rubbing. All good. Oh, another one. Friendly knock from Thorsten.
Decent start. We can build something from here.
Guess we have to let him go. He's on the inside here. Ooh, cut back. But that's a bad line here. That's the great thing about GT4, man. The battles, the fights, door-to-door racing are fantastic. Much closer than all the faster classes. You can see he's also in GT3 mode, going wide. Miles. It's already a miles ahead. Jesus.
The gap in front has increased. It's now about 1.4 seconds.
Would have needed a little bit more. A few more laps of practice to get used to the car again.
Alright, George, just keep hitting your marks. This is looking good. P2.
One recipe for success is definitely to stay with the car that you're driving. Get as much practice with it as you can. If you keep changing cars, or sims for that matter, you will never get really good at something. I did a few competitive races in Suzuka Competizione, and I just realized I'm nowhere near the pace that you would need to, you know, be on split one and have a chance of winning a race. But that's just because I have very little experience with ACC. Yeah, I think Miles is out of reach
Don't let this guy intimidate
for
you.
us in this race. He's really good, really fast. If he doesn't make a mistake. I think our focus will be on staying ahead of Ulrich. But don't get me wrong, I enjoy driving different sims. But to be really competitive, it helps if you stick to one sim for a good part. And sticking to one car. You know, I'm getting used to the Porsche GT3 now. And the more I drive it, the more familiar I get with it, the better I get with it. If I would change every race to a different car, probably won't be as competitive. But again, it's not always just about being competitive either. Sometimes you just want to have fun, drive a cool car. There's different ways of enjoying sim racing. Competitive multiplayer is just one aspect. But it is a fun aspect, for sure. I wasn't sure if he was on the outside.
Okay, George, 15 minutes
wasn't.
left. That's 15 minutes.
Your wife attacked you when you were playing AC. How's that? It's definitely a good car. I've won plenty of races with it. I tried the Cayman Porsche on Bathurst. I wasn't fast enough, not as fast as I was in the BMW. But that's not to say that the other GT4 cars are not competitive. Even had a good battle on Zandvoort with the Lotus today. Actually, the Lotus overtook me on Zandvoort. But I think it's just because I was overheating my tires in BMW. I don't know if the other cars also have this overheating problems. But that Lotus definitely had more grip towards the end of the
Your left
race.
front's hot.
Again, left front is overheating. Still okay for now. Look at that, still side by side. Oh, he managed. Nice one.
Come on, don't let him get away.
We have to get that back.
P3.
I will definitely not get P1 in this race, but let's hope we can get P2 back. Oh, too much curve there. But Torsten is fast. He had a very good exit here from that corner. Come on, come on. Stick with him. bit wide
Stewards
there.
have warned us about track limits. Keep it between the lines.
Woo. Oh my god. Got a good exit here this time. Trying to get the slipstream. Oh, this looks like an opportunity. Tried to make him nervous and kinda worked. Still going though. Wow, this is amazing racing. This is just why I love GT4. Shit. Last grip there. Still 10 minutes to go. Need to close that gap again.
Come on, find a way around. We're losing time.
Oh my god. Don't start overdriving, please. He really knows how to get a great exit of that corner. It's so important. Smart driving by Ulrich. But he's going wide here. Compromising the next corner. Super early on the throttle.
Alright, George, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. You're looking really good. Come on, keep your focus.
10 minutes.
We're halfway
It's
home.
long.
We're
Come on.
okay on fuel.
Oh no, missed the apex. Slightly.
Keep pushing him. There'll be a chance here.
It's good on the entry, not so much on the exit, but a little bit of slipstream again. Probably close a little bit the gap again. Not by a whole lot. Oh, we are very close though in pace. Oh my god. Didn't intend to do that.
Okay, George, we've gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines. The guy in front has just done a 212.82.
Oh yes, that was way better than before. Okay, let's focus on the exit here as well. That's it. Could have been on the throttle a little bit earlier. Let's see if we can make him nervous here. Not really. Oh, he's wide, he's wide, he's wide. Gonna get the inside. Yes! Nice, nice. Ooh, that was
Have it. Nice one.
perfect. Not to toot my own horn too much, but I really enjoyed that overtake. I'm not enjoying this missed apex though.
The gap in front is increasing. It's now
Oh
5.2.
god, he's already in the side by side again. But I think we got a better line here. If he leaves the space, yes he does. Nice one, Justin. Awesome racing. That's what it's all about, guys.
Honestly, what are we doing? Racing or ping pong?
Racing is what we're doing, not ping pong. Nope, this is not iRacing. This is a RaceRoom ranked multiplayer.
Okay, George, hold your nerve, just keep it smooth. No mistakes. Loving this, mate, this is perfect. P2. That's half fuel. You've used half your fuel.
Alright, nice exit. Let's build a little bit of gap. 6 minutes to go. I'm sure he'll close that gap again. But also kudos to Miles. He is super fast. No chance. Stay with him. But what a race. Glad I continued for one more here tonight. That was already worth it, but let's hope and let's try and keep the position.
Five minutes to go. This is good. We'll be on the podium if we can keep it together.
What's that bushel? What button box are you talking about? Oh, the soundboard, yeah. I need a stream deck or something. I'm using my keyboard and I'm running out of buttons that I can use. Oh my god. So close.
That was 2:13.32.
Stay focused, please. Had to keep it tidy there. Very fair racing by him. He didn't send it or ran into me. But
I got a bad feeling about this.
he's gonna get me.
Fleisch has been disqualified.
Hey, BO.
Let's see how wide you can make this thing.
How do you get this hut? It's called Otter Hut. Link is in the description. Oh no. Holy shizzle. He's probably thinking,
More sheep in the house.
10 minutes of fuel remaining.
oh no, don't go wide. Just managed to stay on the line. Bump draft.
That lap time was
2 more
2:13.77.
laps, I believe.
2 minutes to go. 2 minutes.
Come on, let's bring it home. This was a brilliant race so far. I stole his line through that corner, focusing on the exit. It's very important because it's a quite long straight following that corner. So you really need to come out with a lot of speed here. Just need to survive one more lap after this one, I believe. Or is it the last lap already? I don't think it is. Hey Mikael, yeah, you're late, but thanks for tuning in. Thanks, son of God. Trying my best. Let's not jinx it.
Your left front has a bit of wear.
Is it the last lap? Or do we have one more lap? Please let it be the last lap. I think it is the last lap. Yes. Woo! Saved by the bell.
Nice one, George. Great drive. That's a podium.
Look at my car. It's scratched on the door from the racing. But wow, that was fantastic. That was so much fun. Yeah, Thomas, wow. I just wrote in the chat. Great race. That was super, super, super fun. Very fair driving. Very entertaining. Yeah, that's racing. My man. That's racing, my dudes. Loved it. So the DTM 92, I don't think we can... it's getting late. 11 o'clock. But yeah, that was so much fun, man. Make sure you hit like, guys, if you enjoyed. Brilliant, brilliant racing in those GT4, time and time again. Beautiful racing. As much as I like GT3 and I enjoy driving them, and as much as you can have good racing in GT3, GT4 is just so much fun. The cars are, I mean, they're, you need to get used to it when you drive a lot of GT3s and then you drive GT4s. They are, they have much less grip, but they drive beautifully once you know where the limit is. Yeah, I hope we can expand the GT4 grid a little bit in the future. Let's see. But yeah, that was good fun, and compliments Miles. Might be a real driver according to his avatar. I'm not surprised. Really good pace.
It's shaking big time.
Awesome racing there, George.
Thank you so much, Yannick. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'm glad you liked what you saw. I definitely had a lot of fun. Hey, Gamer Muscle. Default setup does not have enough fuel. Bloody hell. Yeah. Does it not though? Does it have no, probably not then. You pitted and it didn't fuel. Oh man, so much you have to learn, young Padawan. You had to do pit 2 times. Should make a video about how to win online races by putting in enough fuel. Double pit strategy. Yeah. I mean, I can only recommend using the crew chief, but I can also understand, of course, if you as a streamer don't like having you chatting you up all the time. Although there is a setting that you can mute him. But one of the good things about the crew chief is that it tells you how much fuel you need. On the other hand, there's also a UI app that can do that. Hey, GT Evo, Holger in the house. Welcome, my friend, my old friend. How you doing? Thanks, son of God, but let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. There's plenty of other drivers who are faster than I am, but we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. Let's have a look at the rankings. Gee, I need to change my shortcuts since I was bringing up the bookmarks. Oh, that was good. Getting close to that magical 2000 rating. Thank you, Holger, thank you. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell button down below so you don't miss the next stream. We should do a race once with Game of Muscle where maybe he drives the BMW and I can try one of the other cars, but this should be quite equal anyway. I mean, if you're doing a community race, Game of Muscle, then you can always add some ballast to my car. Wall hacks. Only time I'm using wall hacks is on Macau. That's the only place where wall hacks work. No, they don't. Don't try it. Don't try it. Yeah, 45 races done. Getting close to that 2000 mark, but it's difficult. How much did we gain from these last 2 races? I think we gained about 10 in rating. It's not bad. We were at 63 at somewhere, weren't we? But before 2 races ago, yeah. So in the last 2 races we gained about 5 in rating average. And we didn't even win. So that tells you guys we'll probably not top out below 2000. I would probably guess we're gonna top out around 2000-ish. Then we really have to like win every race to not lose rating, I think, at the top. One more race. I don't know. What track are we on? Motegi, that's a fun track, but server is empty. It's getting too late, guys. But boy, that was fun. Thomas Ulrich, really enjoyed racing him. Go to bed, yeah, I will. Although DTM 92 wants Zolder, but qualifying is almost over. I don't want to be joining from the back of the grid. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with DTM. But joining a ranked server with 1 minute to go in the quali, it's not good for the rating. Not that the rating is all that matters, but I want to first get to that magical 2000 rating mark. Oh yeah, on the DTM 2016 server, we set the servers up to have a mandatory pit stop, and the problem there seems to be some kind of bug where you enter pit lane and it somehow thinks you're cutting the course. So there's a lot of people getting drive-thrus and slowdowns. Luckily earlier today I only got a slowdown penalty from that, not a drive-through. But yeah, I think we'll just remove pit stops for the time being and work on a fix for that as soon as possible. It's like the World of Warcraft. Yeah, good racing tonight, guys. It was fun seeing Game of Muscle on the server as well. Guys, make sure to subscribe to him if you haven't yet. I'm sure you're already subscribed to him. DTM has, I like the physics. The only problem is, I think, in my personal opinion, is that they lack a little bit of traction. It's too easy on the throttle to spin. But then again, they don't have traction control, they're not GT3 cars, but I still feel like they should have a little better traction. Let's not forget that those physics are like almost 5 years old now. I would really love to see what our physics guy, Alex Hutchinson, what he could do with those cars. But he's already busy working on new cars. Plenty of new cars coming, guys. I'm looking forward to tell you when time is right what we have in store for you in the future. But yeah, I think there's news coming out very soon. Definitely keep your eyes peeled next week. Make sure to follow RaceRoom on the various social media channels. Or just follow me, you'll hear it through me as well. Ideally you follow both. Monster trucks, nope. Well, what's the best sim for monster trucks? There's a monster truck dedicated game, not a sim really. But I think BeamNG has pretty good monster truck physics. I haven't. Did I ever try BeamNG? I think I tried like an early access tech demo way back. I need to check it out again. They have some pretty cool content in BeamNG added lately, like that Italian track map looks really fun. Brands HTTP finally coming. You done, Macau? How did it go, Matt Darius? Did you survive? Yeah, BeamNG, I need to give that a go sometime, but there's so many other things that I enjoy currently. Obviously, RaceRoom ranked multiplayer. I'm still planning to do a Assetto Corsa offline race on Daytona, multi-class, but we will do that closer to the real race. We're also entering the Bathurst 300 kilometers in RaceRoom. You still got a few days to qualify for that if you're interested. Yeah. RaceRoom VLN is starting again soon, guys. If you're not familiar, that's a league I've started with RRVGT, where we only drive Nordschleife, because Nordschleife is the best track in the world. And it's like a VLN series online with like 3 different classes on the server. That should be fun. Yeah. And then let's see what else 2020 brings. Thanks for watching tonight, guys. Have a good one. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe and comment if you're watching this on demand, and see you in the next one. Take care. Goodbye.